After a hard day's work, one of the best parts about it is being able to come in at the end of the day and take a nice hot shower or a bath. But if you've ever noticed that your hot water just isn't quite up to where you need it to be, maybe you've wondered, how can I adjust the temperature on my hot water heater? Well, if that's you, you're coming to the right place. So stick around. It's Just a Common Man. Answer some very common questions. So we actually heat most of our hot water through the use of our outdoor wood stove. I've got pipes running out to tie into that, and so basically from November through around the 1st of April, my hot water heater doesn't have to run quite as much because I run every bit of water out through that stove and back in before it ever gets to here, so it's already nice and hot, before it even enters this hot water heater. However, I don't burn the stove over the summer. And when I shut it down just last month, my wife said, wow, we're not going to have that good hot water like we're used to. And that's proven to be the case. So I thought last night, we were getting our showers and our baths, and it just wasn't good hot water. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to turn the temperature up on our hot water heater to get us through these next few months before the stove starts running again. So that's what we're going to show you today. It doesn't take a whole lot. All you need is basically a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. The most important thing for you is to make sure that you cut the power off before you start working on this thing. So, go find your breaker box, find your breakers that are labeled for your hot water heater, and go ahead and turn those off. Once you get those things off, it's safe to come back and start working on your hot water heater. So, you can see these things have a top heating element and a bottom heating element. They both basically look the same. You can see I got a cover here at the top. There's another one right below this for the lower heating element. The only thing you want to remember is keep this top one just a little bit at a higher heat setting than your bottom one is. So I know they recommend to keep them basically between 115 and 120. I'm going to turn this up about 10 degrees just to get us through these next couple months. But, if you're going to set your bottom one at, 125, maybe turn your top one up to about 130-ish, something like that, whatever suits you. So the first thing you want to do, take your Phillips head screwdriver and take the cover off of your panel here. And there's just one screw in this thing. You can see it's just got a flange here that fits inside at the bottom. And then you've got some insulation here covering things up. So just pull this up out of the way. Pull your wires out of the way. And again, you're safe to work on it as long as you've shut your power off. And now you can see inside of this, and it does give you a warning, turn off power before servicing. You've got a little knob right here, and hopefully you can see the numbers in there. You've got a setting 120 degrees Fahrenheit is at the top. 140 is down here. I think you can go up to about 150 degrees. And I'm just going to turn this thing up, like I said, about 10 degrees. So we'll move it up, and it turns very easy. And I'll go maybe to about 135, and we'll see how that works. So that's all there is to it. Turn your temperature up to exactly where you want it. Get your insulation put back into place. Slide that flange back down in. And then get it screwed back in nice and tight. And you are good to go. Just do the same exact thing on the bottom, just like we said earlier. Make sure that your top element is just set a little bit higher than what your lower element is, and you're good to go. So your hot water heater is now turned up to the temperature that you want it. Just be careful because it is going to be much hotter than you're used to. Don't burn yourself. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned a little something. Again, as I say all the time, if you got questions, send them to us. We'll see if I can figure them out, if we can answer them for you. It's Just a Common Man. Answer some very common questions.
Here you go.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed and maybe even learned a little something. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. And if you have a question about something, make sure to leave us a comment down below. We'll see if this common man can answer your very common question.
Here you go.